for this week's New It Too here at Be So In. This time we wanted to talk a little bit about bobbins and bobbin cases, because boy, I don't know how many times somebody has brought a machine in for service and had the wrong bobbin case in it and didn't even know it. So we wanted to show you some of the differences today. Let's go take a look at some of the machines.
So we're going to talk about the bobbin case on the Zest. The Zest is a front-loading bobbin case. So whenever you open this up, this is your bobbin case right in here.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and take that out. It still uses the class 15 bobbin, just like we do on most of the other machines. There's only a few machines that don't use that. But this is your bobbin case. This is a little lever to help you pull it out. It's a little tail, but this tail points up because it goes into the groove right there.
Okay.
But this is the kind of bobbin case you have here. Now, I will tell you, if you ever drop them, like from a distance, it can bend it. So if you're having problems with, you might look at it again if you've dropped it to see that it's still nice and round. But whenever we put this in here, oops, I put it in backwards. Got to put it in, on this one it's clockwise.
Okay.
Goes in the groove, snaps underneath, tail points up, it goes and snaps in place.
Perfect.
And then you shut the little door, and then for this one, you would pull the bobbin thread up to the top by rotating the needle up and down, and then you have both threads out here. And being mechanical, you would have to hang on to your threads when you get started.
Perfect.
So as we move up the line, we go into one that has a top loading bobbin. This is the Joy, and you can see it loads from the top. So I'll just move my little bobbin plate cover. Again, class 15 bobbin, but you can see that this bobbin case is open, so you drop your bobbin in instead of loading it from the front.
Okay.
The trick when you're doing this one is you put it in, this is going to go counterclockwise, but see how it kind of looks like the letter P?
Aha.
P? That is the perfect position, letter P. You have a 1 in 26 chance you'll remember the letter P, whereas if I tell you it's counterclockwise, you got a 50-50 chance of remembering that one. And then if you look right here, there's a little groove that you take that and you pull it underneath it and to the back. And that helps keep some tension on that thread. And then, again, we're going to take our needle thread. Oops. Get that back up here. Look, I'm going to sweep it out from under there because it was too short.
There you go.
There's that thread. I'm going to hang on to it. Again, turn my hand wheel, pop that thread up to the top, and then again into there. And then this is a mechanical machine. You want to hold on to those threads to get going.
Perfect.
So this is the Spirit. Let me go to the home screen for you here so you can see what I'm talking about. We're on the Spirit. This happens to be a new one that's available if you're interested. We also have pre-owned Spirits and things of that nature as well. But this is an embroidery-only machine. So other embroidery-only machines would be Pathfinder,
Flare.
The
Meridian.
The Flare, yes, the Meridian. Thank you, Ashley, for keeping me in line here. And let me show you what the difference is on bobbin cases here.
Okay.
So when you want to take this part out of here so you can get to your bobbin case,
That comes off so easy.
it does come off super easy. Get my thread out of the way. And I'll take my bobbin out. This is, I took my whole case with me. This is the black bobbin case that comes with it. And can you see that it has that red inside there? This is an embroidery only machine bobbin case. It is tensioned to use the 90 weight bobbin thread. So that's something that you want to consider whenever you're buying your bobbin thread, that the 90 weight is what this one is tensioned to use. Okay, and of course that just would drop in there. That goes in that little groove right there. This machine also comes with this gray bobbin case, and you may think, I don't know what that is, or you might think it's completely interchangeable. It's not. This one is tensioned to use decorative threads, so heavier weight threads, because you would use that in the bobbin rather than on the top.
Got it.
And let me show you here. Let me put this back together because it's not going to let me do this till I attach my needle plate.
Can you believe they have safety features?
They have safety features that are so smart you can't screw up your machine. So I'll put that back on. And look, it went away.
Ta-da!
Put my bobbin back in. Do my due diligence here. And then you'll notice, you think, well, so what is this gray case for? On an embroidery only machine like this one, if you go into embroidery rather than edit, you'll see an icon like this that has the B. That's for Bobbin Works. That's what this bobbin case is for.
Okay.
So don't just decide this is an extra to use for anything, because it has looser tension on it for thicker thread.
So your embroidery probably wouldn't come out right if you tried to use it.
Not all machines have this, but if your machine has Bobbin Works on it, then by all means, that's what this gray case is for.
Okay.
Okay? So now we're at the Soprano, which is a sewing only machine, and I went ahead and got the bobbin case out and wanted to show you that it's just plain on the bottom here.
Okay.
It's tensioned for sewing weight thread. And if you don't have another bobbin case that comes with this one, but just I wanted you to see the difference between the Spirit had that red dot in the bottom. This one does not.
Okay.
Okay, so now I want to show you the ones on the Solaris.
Perfect.
Okay, so now we're at the Solaris 2, and one of the nice features about this machine, I'm sure I've showed it to you before, but it's worth showing it again.
Yeah.
You don't have to unscrew the bobbin plate cover or snap anything off. You just touch this part and the whole plate comes off.
Nice.
So we've got our bobbin case in here. So this is my bobbin case right here. You'll notice there's nothing on the inside of it, but let's look over here. Do you see there's green on the screw?
Yeah, what is that?
That's green glue.
Okay.
So that you're not changing the tension on it, because it's tensioned for sewing thread,
Okay.
not for embroidery thread, because sewing thread is heavier typically than embroidery thread.
Yeah.
You have two black cases. They look an awful lot alike,
Okay.
but again, this one, no green glue, purple dot in the bottom,
Got it.
tensioned for embroidery. Okay?
Okay.
So, see the difference?
Yeah.
And there.
Perfect.
Now, the other things that you know that we use the class 15 bobbins, which is what this one is. I have a couple of empty ones here. And I'm pretty sure you can tell the difference in size, yes?
Yeah, one of those is taller.
One is taller, I mean the same circumference, but this one's taller. This is class 15, this is a class L.
Okay.
You can purchase pre-wound bobbins for embroidery in a size L, and you can use them in here. It was designed to use class 15, but you can use an L if you pull out the center pin that comes with your machine, so that when you put an L bobbin on here, do you see now how they're the same height?
Nice.
And so what you would do is drop this in and put that one in. What you don't want to do is put the center pin in and then a class 15, because now
it sticks out the top.
It sticks out the top and it won't stitch. You can't get your needle plate cover over it correctly. So
Got it.
center pin and L like each other. 15 does not. But these are the differences in the two bobbin cases, and a little bit of information about bobbins for you. Speaking of L bobbins, let me show you another machine that uses an L bobbin.
Okay.
So now we're at the Array. It's one of the multi-needles. Of course, you have Array, you have the Venture and the Alliance. Some of you may still have an Enterprise or an Intrepid. Anything that is an upright multi-needle where it flips open down here and you have your front-loading bobbin case, sort of like the BL 15B, which is the Zest. It has the little handle on it, you can pull it out, but there's no tail sticking up on this one, right?
Got it.
This uses an L bobbin. We happen to have...
You throwing the bobbins at
I
me?
am. So let me pick up my bobbin real quick.
Can't find good help anywhere.
I'm telling you what, it is an L size. This is a magnetic one because it has this black magnetic part right here. And again, remember, it's not a 15. A 15's taller and L is shorter, but you can see that this is an L size bobbin.
Okay,
But you
got
can
it.
also use the plastic bobbins in here, L size. 15 does
Won't
not
fit.
fit. The way you use the magnetic one is the black side is the magnet, so you just put it in, and
Well, that's handy.
yeah, the way I knocked it out didn't make the magnet work very well. And then, of course, you can just load it back up, and it snaps in, and you're good to go.
Perfect.
So we're at the Sashiko, and it has a bobbin case as well. As a matter of fact, this machine only sews with a bobbin.
Oh.
So there is no top thread. This apparatus up here is for you to wind your bobbins, but there is no top thread. It's all from the bottom.
Okay.
So when you want to get to the bobbin case on this one, it isn't in the position to get it out until you have the green light on right here. So I'll hold that in until that green light shows up, and that rotated the case into position for me.
Okay.
And then again, it has that little lever that I'm going to flip open right here. Oops, my bobbin fell out. That's okay. And I wanted to look at this bobbin case. This bobbin case, I refer to this as the mustache.
Okay.
Because it's up here on top. And this is the tail.
Okay.
So mustache is on the top part of it and tail's on the bottom. And you can see this one's kind of split in the middle here. The way it works is really different from a typical sewing machine. And we are going to do an episode of New It 2 about the Sashiko, but mostly I just wanted to show you about this bobbin case. You can also kind of see that dark gray inside it. That's a little spring in there. Don't take that out. That's supposed to be there. It helps push the bobbin into the machine. So that's important to keep that in place. But whenever you use this one, it's going to use a class 15 bobbin, just like all the other machines do. And like I said, we're going to go over more Sashiko things, but I just wanted you to see that this is yet a different kind of bobbin case.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay. So let's talk about some specials for this week, Ashley.
Okay. Well, we figured we talked about bobbins a whole lot and bobbin cases, so we probably ought to have some bobbins on sale.
I think that's a fabulous idea.
How about our reusable packages of bobbins are 30% off?
That sounds like a great deal.
Perfect. This week?
One of my favorite things about it is
It comes with a little box.
it comes with a little box. Sorry, I took it out of your site here. It comes with a little container.
Well, that's easy.
So it has a place for you to keep your bobbins.
Yeah. Well, and I did mention we are going to have reusable bobbins on sale. So let me explain the difference between like a reusable and a disposable bobbin. So anything that's a pre-wound bobbin is going to be a disposable bobbin. The plastic is made at a different quality and they're fused together differently, that if you try to wind that on your machine again, you are probably going to break the bobbin. So any of the unwound, empty, reusable bobbins are going to be 30% off this week.
Is this on sale too?
Well, we always have great sales, and especially if you've gotten your machine with us, then you get your discount on your consumable items.
That's right. That's a great reason to buy a machine with Be Sew In, is you get 20% off of your consumables. So needles and thread, pre-wound bobbins, stabilizer. It's a great savings because that stuff is not inexpensive and you sure can't do without it.
Exactly. Well, we wanted to thank you guys for joining us at this week's New It 2.
We want to remind you that you should like, comment, and share, and spread the fun out to all of your friends that are in the greater world of sewing, and invite them to join us with